We've been working a lot in the hospitality industry, and that's both with hotel management companies, but also travel commerce companies, which basically offer perhaps even a booking engine and similar website creation services for customers and clients. We've seen again and again a number of mistakes, the same being repeated again and again. So we wanted to create this video in order for you guys not to make the same mistakes that we see over and over again, but also want to provide you a few hints and tips and tricks in order to, get on the right side of compliance and making sure that you are complying with GDPR, e-privacy, and other international data privacy regulations. Okay. Now, I want to show you first here 3 common mistakes that we see quite often. One is, do you have a cookie banner which block cookies before you have explicit consent? So many times when we go to a website and we see a cookie banner, it's just something that looks nice but doesn't have any effect. Okay, so very often, I would say 99% of all times, you still place cookies and trackers before you have received explicit consent. Okay, so make sure that you don't place any cookies and trackers before you have received explicit consent. Okay. Now, a second mistake is that, have you made it easy to withdraw consent? Now, this is actually quite difficult from a technical standard, but it is possible in secure privacy. So when I click accept right here, you can see the trust badge in the lower right corner, and you have the privacy reminder coming up here. And also you can then see we have then shown the plugins from Hotjar and Google Analytics in this case, and I can basically decide to opt out of Hotjar in this specific case and press save. So in essence, the solution has made it easy for me to opt in and opt out of the different plugins and thereby also cookies on the website. Okay, so make sure you want to have that in place as well. Number 3, do you have evidence of valid consent? So if I log into secure privacy right here, what you want to make sure from a compliance standpoint is that you have in your consent tracking documented that you have declined a record of consent, or the opposite in this specific case that I opted out of Hotjar. Okay, so make sure that you have that documented, preferably in an automated and simplified way, so all of that is taken care of as well. Okay, so that's basically 3 common mistakes we've seen again and again. Now, for some travel companies, especially for those in the travel e-commerce or travel commerce business, we also see, sometimes they may have a booking engine that redirects them to a local area search and then onto a hotel. And what you can do here is that you can simplify and improve the user experience by something that's called cross-domain consent. And I want to show you here the example. So in single domain consent, so let's say the customer goes to a website, makes searches for a booking. He then arrives at, let's say, a page for London or Paris or New York or Shanghai, then picks a hotel, is then redirected to the hotel. In all of those cases, he would then meet different banners throughout the process. Okay, you can eliminate that by using a feature called cross-domain consent. So you group all the websites in a trail of websites, and the user will only see the banner the first time. The way you basically enable it is in under domains. You make sure that you have the domain consent group. You've written the consent or the name of the group right here, and you have that applicable to all of them in the same. And that makes sure that you only receive the banner one time. Okay, so that was briefly about some of the experiences we've made from the travel and hospitality industry, and I hope it was valuable to you.